solve this problem for you to see. Those who come in late, I will say too bad you don't have a chance to try. So this one you have to use quotient rule. U is equal to ln x plus 5. And V is equal to x plus 5. Okay, so in order to get the first derivative or the rate of change of fx, I have to use quotient rule for this case. So if I'm not able to do it fast, so I just do it step by step. I don't think it will take you much time. Okay, so therefore f prime x is equal to u v prime minus v u v prime. The whole thing divided by v squared. Okay, so I can simplify this. So this one become, okay, I'm not going to show the simplify, is this one and this one cancel, okay? So it will be 1 minus ln x plus 5 divided by x plus 5, the whole thing squared. Okay, when I want to draw the sign diagram, if I don't know how to draw the sign diagram, if I don't know how to solve f prime x equal to 0, what I will do is I will take out my GC. I will use my GC to help me. It's better for me to do something than better do nothing. Okay, I will take out my GC. I will key in my y1 as okay. And in my GC for Wednesday test, I will always put it this one. And my y2, I will always put this one. What I will change is I only will change my y1. I hope you will prepare yourself for that. Hey, sorry. Thank you. Okay, I hope you are doing it now. Okay, so to draw the sign diagram, what we need to do is we will do one by one. We will do the f prime x first, then after that only we'll do the f double prime. So to draw the sign diagram for any given function, what we need to do is we need to find f prime x equal to 0 first. Okay, so that means since it's a fraction, so the top must be equal to 0. So you don't have to do algebraically. You can use your calculator to help you. Okay, so my x will be equal to e to the power 1 minus 5. Okay, so this will be approximately And every time when I do this question, definitely I will key in the calculator because, okay, can someone give me the approximate value?
Negative 2.28.
Thank you, negative 2.28. Okay, so I'm going to draw the sign diagram. For this particular function, you have to be very careful because it involves ln. So the moment it involves ln, I have to say that x must be greater than negative 5. And okay, so when I draw the sign diagram, f prime x, I put negative 5 here. Then I draw, this is my x and this is my negative 2.25. But be very careful if the question involves time. Listen carefully, time can never be negative, okay? That is something that you have to take notes of. Okay, so if I want to know the sign, I will use my Y2 in my graphic calculator to help me. Okay, so can someone tell me what is the sign between negative 5 and negative 2.25?
Plus.
Plus. That means you call out your Y2, then you key in any value between here. I put negative 3. And you put enter, it will give you a positive value, all right? Then greater than negative 2.25, it will be negative, am I right? Okay, so after I have done this, I will go to my f double prime. So my u will be equal to 1 minus ln x plus 5. My v here will be x plus 5, the whole thing squared. So u prime is equal to negative 1 over x plus 5. V prime, I have to use my chain rule. 2 times x plus 5 to the power of 1, then I times 1. So therefore, my f double prime x will be equal to V u prime take away. Can someone who know Juliet Sarah, can you please text her and tell her that she have to tell me what is the reason first. 19 minutes late. Okay, I admitted her already. Okay, V u prime times u. So this one you have to be very careful, student, because your u is made up of 2 terms. Times v prime. Okay, I have to write over the other side because of space. I just off. Okay. The whole thing over. This is something else. The thing over v squared. Your v squared is x plus 5. The whole thing square, then square. Okay. If you don't have time to simplify, don't simplify this. Just let it be there. Okay, then you use your calculator to help me. Okay, now everyone, you have your calculator, correct? You want to know when is f double prime x equal to 0. You try to sketch the Y2 graph. Okay, so everyone, can you please do that? I'm not going to solve. I'm not going to solve. Okay, it's very complicated. Yeah. So when things become complicated, we just try our best to use the calculator to help us to do. Okay. I think your f prime x prime x graph will go like that. It cannot be -5. The turning point is at -2 point something. It cut through. So I think the graph will go like that. Cut at -2 point something, then someplace somewhere here is no, sorry. It's supposed to be positive. So the graph will go, the f prime x graph, I think it will go some sort like this. It will turn somewhere. I don't know where it turn. Then it will go like that. It will turn here. This is your -2.25. And this is your vertical asymptote, -5. Okay. Can someone tell me what is this value?
-0.51.
Thank you. -0.51. Okay, here is -5, huh? So I think here will be a positive and here will be a negative. Am I right? So this is your f prime x graph, huh? You have to remember. So I'm done. So if you algebraically you are not good, listen here. Okay, in your SAT, correct? If algebraically you are not good, if you are able to do until here, you use your graphic calculator to produce your sign diagram correctly, then I will mark. So every time when you talk about displacement kinematic, correct? We will definitely, first part, I will give you a function, displacement function. I will ask you to find, yeah. So the sign diagram itself, if you don't know how to do algebraically, you know how to use your GC, you can get the answer very, very quickly. You get me? Okay, everyone have a look at this. Try to use your GC and do. If you have any problem, please ask. Huh? Okay, just now my sign diagram is wrong, huh? Because I'm thinking of the fx graph. This is f prime x graph. So f double prime x is the rate of change of f prime x. So if f prime x graph is going down, so f double prime x will be negative, and going up, it will be positive. Clear? Okay, so that is the correction. Thanks for pointing me out. Clear? This is a very important fact, the relationship. Okay, so now if I want to draw the fx graph, I will draw my f prime x sign diagram first. So this one I put arrow, means it can go on and on, okay? Okay, so I have a -2 here, and here is a negative, a positive, and here is a negative. So my f double prime x, it will be going like that. And here is the -1. Okay, it will be going down, going up. So my fx graph will be, here is concave. So, and go up, see or not? Then it turn at -2. Then it come down. Then inflection point at -1. So the shape of the graph will go, and it go down like that. Okay, so based on what I have, I just do. Oh, cannot. If the inflection point is there, it cannot continue to go down like that. Am I right? You have to go smiling. So you go like that. So when I draw my graph, fx graph is up to me to draw. I can draw it like that. Turn here. Inflection point at here, then you go. Are you clear? Or if I don't want, I can draw like that. Turn here. Inflection point at -1, and you go. Are you clear? So the position of the y equal to fx graph is not important. Are you clear? So that is how you draw the fx graph if given the f prime x graph. You use these two to help you. Then up to you where you want to put the y coordinate is not important. But the shape and where it turn, where it inflect is important. You give me this, I will mark you correct. You give me this, I will mark you correct as well. Okay, have I answered your question?